What is good, you guys? I hope all of y'all are well and welcome back to yet another video on our channel. Before we begin, let us put some things into context. Consider there are 350 people who live for 80 years, and for the entirety of their lifetime, that is once they're born, they just start studying, and for 24 hours, for 80 years, they do nothing but study or learn. That gives you 672,000 hours of learning. So this is how many people it takes to learn something which this model, which we're going to talk about, has done. Been trained for 680,000 hours on, and that resulted into something called as OpenAI's Whisper algorithm, which is the most advanced and open source, free to use speech recognition algorithm. If you're worried about how to generate the captions or subtitles for your next video, this is your go-to algorithm. That is what today's video is all about. Installation instructions are very simple. It's just like another Python package. You can install it using pip. Instead of giving it the package name, you just have to give the repository. You just have to install it from the GitHub repository. In addition to that, some supporting modules are needed, and depending on the OS, the commands are also present here. And then, if you run into some trouble, some help is available. Some help is available as well. Core of all of this is various models they've provided, and depending on how much RAM you have or what level of transcribing or what level of speech recognition you need, you can use the relevant model. The default model is this small, and it requires around 2 gigabytes of RAM, which I think is sufficient for almost all of us. I think I'm going to use the model small or base for all my videos. Enough of me talking, and let us see this model in action. And to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out a couple of lines from here, see how the transcription or how well the algorithm works. So let me get started. There are 5 model sizes, 4 with English only versions offering speed and accuracy trade-offs. Below are the names of the available models and their approximate memory requirements and relative speed. So before we get started, this is the virtual environment where I've installed the Whisper package on, and I've prepared this virtual environment using Conda. If you're not aware of what Conda is, I do have a video for that on the channel. I'll leave the link to that in the I button. Do check that out before you, if virtual environments and concept like that seem a little bit alien to you. But coming back, so this is the command which we're going to fire, and I've picked the command from the documentation page, nothing different. Obviously the name of the library, the location of the video, and we're going to use the base model to start with. The default is small, but we're going to use the base model, and the language flag tells the algorithm what is the language which is there in the video. So English just tells the model that the English language is present in the video, and please transcribe or recognize that voice. If you don't give, the model will detect the language as well, but we're going to make the model's life a little bit easier and tell it that the language in the video is EN, so that will make the model a bit faster as well. So let me run this command. So the transcription has already started, and let us look at the memory as well. So yeah, the CPU utilization has started spiking. The memory is also, I think half the memory is still used, which is fair. We started this process at 620. Let's see how much time it takes for maybe a couple of lines. Worth remembering, these are the 2 lines which are read, and let us see if the transcription in my Indian accent does match this. There are 5 model sizes, and what this algorithm gave us, there are 5 model sizes, so this is okay. 4 with English only versions, full with English only versions offering speed and accuracy trade-offs, so this is okay. Below are the names of the available models and their approximate memory requirements and relative speed. Below are so the only word which it got wrong is the word 4. I think I may not have done a good job of spelling it. What we're going to do is give this another try, but this time with the model as small, and let us see if it gets the word 4 as correct. I'm pretty sure that I might have spelled the word wrong. It may be something to do with my accent, but I think that's it. Let us look at the memory requirements now. It's pretty stable. I don't think it's consuming too much of memory. I think this, when I changed the model from base to small, it took a little bit longer, but the transcription is almost accurate. But I think it's exactly what is there on the page. There are 5 models. There are 5 model sizes, 4 with English only versions offering speed and accuracy trade-offs. Below are the names of the available models and their approximate memory requirements. This exactly matches what is here. So all we had to do was change the model from base to small, and the improvement in the transcribing or the speech recognition was phenomenal. It did take some time, but it's eventually got there, and it's eventually got it right. Now we also see that the model has given us a subtitles file and also the transcription. So if you just open this, so if I open this with Notepad, and the transcription is also present. Now, worth mentioning in this command that I didn't give the output directory. So what it will do is the outputs will be produced in the same directory which we have given here. So if you want to specify the output directory for your the files which are generated, what you can do is use the -o or the output does flag, and you can give a directory where you want to redirect the outputs to. It also supports speech recognition for other languages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this tokenizer.py, and it mentions all the languages which it supports. Unfortunately, I don't know all of these languages. I do know a few, which are Marathi and Hindi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a quick video in Hindi, and what I'm going to do is I'll try to say this line in Hindi as best as I can, and we'll see how the model converts my Hindi into this exact this exact line. यहाँ 5 मॉडल साइजेस हैं जिनमें के 4 सिर्फ इंग्लिश ओनली वर्जन्स है। नीचे मॉडल्स के नाम और उनकी अनुमानित स्मृति आवश्यकताएं और अनुमानित गति दी गई है। Okay, I've done the hard part. I think I overestimated how good my Hindi is, but yeah, I've done the translation, and now let us find the command which we need to use. So I think it might be somewhere here. I think yes, this is the command. So this is the video which I prepared to transcribe Hindi. Model small, language in the video is Hindi, and task is to translate. And started at 6:40, and let's see how much time it takes. Transcribing now, I think, the first line I think is pretty good. I'm going to put this one down definitely to my Hindi skills, but yeah, this I think is pretty accurate of in terms of what I've actually recorded. This is the result of the Hindi version. I'm definitely going to put this down to my Hindi speaking skills and the exact wording which I've been trying to read. Maybe if I'd done a video of me speaking in more natural language, normal sentence which I use in a normal conversation, I definitely think that this model would have done a better job, especially in the second line. The first line, I don't think there's any problem at all. It's done a very good job. So considering how long the Hindi video took on the configuration which I'm running on, I'm going to skip the Marathi part, and you might already have got the idea of how this translation works and what all this algorithm can do. You might already possibly be thinking of the use cases. And the first and the foremost which I'm thinking of is the subtitles and the captions for my YouTube videos. I plan to do some in Marathi and Hindi as well, and it'll be definitely be very nice to generate the captions for them using this algorithm. And that is it for this video. And if you did like the video, and if you did find the content useful, as usual, the request to subscribe to the channel, and also share the video with your friends and family.